Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another wonderful video. And in this one, I'm going to talk about, pushing metal on other people, right? Or really, same thing could be applied to any of your interests that you're passionate about, right? When I was a young lad and was first new to metal, I was a pretty heavy metal pusher. Oh man, that is a really bad. I was a heavy metal pusher. Okay, I very heavily tried to push metal on everyone in my orbit, right? If you're friends with me when I was that age, I would definitely try to give you the gospel or good news about heavy metal. Absolutely. Probably to the point where I was somewhat annoying about it, I think, at that age. And if my friends, if I was friends with someone and they didn't like it, I would ask them why. And I would basically try to get them to, I would relentlessly try to get them to listen to the music. And yeah, I'm sure I was annoying at that point. So, of course, but I was lucky enough to have some metalhead friends that I could share the love of the metal with, so it wasn't a total, it wasn't totally dark, but, I'm sure I was fairly annoying about it. So, of course, as I got older, I mellowed out on that just a little bit. In my early 20s, I think I was still that way, just a little. Um, I would basically, if I would have a discussion about music with someone, I would push them just a little bit to try to listen to metal. Not too hard. I would just, say, hey, you should really check out ABC, XYZ. But you know what? I don't think any of them ever did, and whatever, that's fine. So that's where I was in my early 20s, and nowadays, I don't try to push it on anybody ever. If someone asks me about what kind of music I like, it ain't a secret. I tell them exactly what sort of music I like. Nobody ever really asks me what my favorite bands are, but I just tell them, that basically somebody says, hey, what sort of music are you into? I say heavy metal is by far and away my favorite genre. I also like a lot of rock and roll, and then I just kind of go down the list a little bit, and that's kind of the end of what I say. The only time I will talk about certain bands is if somebody says, "Oh, that's interesting. What bands do you like?" Then they've opened the floodgates, but they do it to themselves at that point. That doesn't happen very often, you know. At least in real life, and that's just kind of the tack that I take nowadays. I don't really try to push it on anybody because honestly, when people tell me I should check out something, I'm just like, yeah, all right, whatever. And I almost never check out things people recommend because who the fuck has time for that, right? I don't, you don't. So I'm really pleased that nowadays my outlet for this is YouTube, right? All you wonderful folks that I consider my friends here, we could talk about metal, and it's fun, and you guys want to talk about that. That's what makes it so great. And in real life, I have, a few metalhead friends that I can discuss it with. And I will talk about it with people again, if they ask, So, but other than that, I just let it lie, right? And the same thing is really true for any hobby slash interest, So, of course, let me know down in the comments below how you feel about this. Were you ever a metal pusher at any point in your life? Are you one now? How do you feel if somebody tries to push it onto you? All that stuff. Just let me know below. So that's it. At least it was a short one today. So, as always, thanks so much for watching. Live long and prosper. Keep on rocking.